Qujam was founded on the idea of listening to what people want and then giving them access. In that same spirit, during a time of heavy development at Qujam, I thought it was a good idea to share a little bit about what we've heard from our users and what we're doing about it. So I'm going to go through a 4-phase plan that we have coming up, but I'm going to start with 2 very key areas that are going to be launching in fourth quarter 2026. And that's going to be Qujam Pro and Hypergrid geofencing. Pro version is going to cover the bulk of what we get asked about. It's going to provide white labeling capabilities. It's going to provide a downloadable availability to plug your data from Qujam into your API reporting. And it's going to also provide additional reporting. That additional reporting element and the white label are the top 2 things that we've heard about, and we wanted to figure out a way that we could provide that to those that really want it. Tends to be agency owners, tends to be marketers that are a little bit more sophisticated and focused on that area, while understanding that that's not our entire audience. We're all about hyperlocal for SMBs, and that means that we have people that just want the basics. They just want to be able to do geofencing and hyperlocal, and they don't want to get into all the data. They just want to know that it's working and that they have accessibility to it, to much more sophisticated people. And that's why we're going to create this 2-tier system of keeping a completely free basic version and then a pro version that has a lot more bells and whistles. Along with that, we're also going to get into what we're calling hypergrid geofencing. And how that works is it takes 2 decimal point latitude and longitudes to create a half-mile by half-mile bounding box that you can select, and using geofencing and other data points to identify people that have been in this half-mile by half-mile box. The other thing that we'll do with that is add demographic targeting on top of it. So we have multiple people that like, hey, I actually want to do a little bit broader of an area, but maybe I wish that I was only going after a certain age group or income level. So we're able to provide that. The reason why we're coming up with this is actually because there is state legislations that are being passed state by state, and there has been acceleration in this, and we anticipate that there will be more states that are going to pass precision geofencing limitations, meaning in the states like right now, currently in July 2026, New Jersey, Oregon, Virginia, and Maryland are all states that you actually can't do precision geofencing. You have to go to match these boundary boxes that are half-mile by half-mile. We've updated our systems to notify people that this is happening. We wrote an article on it as well. But what we realize is that the industry standard of saying, hey, we're going to just automatically expand that geofence for you, but you don't really know where it is, isn't the level of transparency that we want. And that's why we're going to be producing hypergrid geofencing. So it's going to be the most precise option that's available in those states that have limitations. But it also ends up being an option that is sometimes a cheaper cost per thousand. So you get more impressions if you don't add any demographic targeting onto it. So you can actually get more reach if your case actually is like, hey, I'm okay with a half-mile by half-mile box that I can select where it is. The other thing that it's a value is some people are like, hey, I'd be willing to go a little bit broader on the geography if I can add in some demographics. It's the most location-based targeting that you do in those limited states. But in other parts of the country and other parts of the world, to be able to give another solution that sometimes makes sense as well. So Hypergrid we're really excited about because of its ability to solve that legislation problem while remaining the most hyperlocal and that demographic and potentially cost-saving component for our audience as well. Both of those things will be released in fourth quarter 2026. That said, our long-term vision is to not just be geofencing, but what we really want to do is focus on hyperlocal for SMBs. And that means that we are planning on offering additional services and options that all focus on people's ability to say, I'm a small company, I want to focus on this area. Or I'm a bigger company, but I still care about certain small sections of locations. So we're planning on incorporating things like site retargeting, options that are a little broader geographically, but cheaper for OTT and digital audio. Digital out of home that is hyper localized and easy to use. We've already launched a managed direct mail service that we plan on incorporating into our platform, and then demographic targeting and additional targeting and first-party data, along with multiple other areas that we're looking at. Additionally into that, we're expanding our team We're bringing on additional team members in the middle of August that are specifically going to help with customer success and developing more and more materials to help support our users. So we're heavily investing not just on the technology side, but also on that human side for the support of the tech and our users as well. I know that was a lot, but I thought that it was a nice, important moment for me to be able to stop, take a little time to record a video, share it with whoever's interested, so you can plan accordingly and get an idea of what's coming down the pipeline. But also, and really the most important thing, is I really wanted to prove that we're not just collecting information from our users and not doing anything with it. We are actively working on things that we think is most important because of what our users are telling us. So your feedback is vitally important. Our door is always open for you, and we're really excited about the future of Qujam and appreciate your interest and usage platform.